Hello people of the internet. Look what I found on my shelf. A load of Zentangle books. I am just about to start, started a room declutter, and I went through the top shelf on one of my bookshelves. I went through the top shelf, and all of these Zentangle books, or Doodle books. No, they're all actual. There's Zentangles. That's Zentangle. That's Zentangle. That's Zentangle. And they say Zentangle cards. I think they're all actual, official, Zentangle products. And what was this as well? This was a Tangle guide. I thought there might just be generic Zendoodly things. And I thought, oh my word, I haven't heard of Zentangling, Zendoodling for ages. And I thought, I might get them all out and have a look. And at the same time, this company, TwoHands, contacted me and asked me if I was interested in reviewing this set of black pigment liners. And it says that they're non-toxic, water-based and waterproof, which is interesting. Because I thought, I wonder if there's any kind of way that you can do a Zentangle and then colour it kind of thing. So like make your own kind of, not mandala, but sort of like patterny thing. So the fact that they said that they was waterproof, I thought I'll give them a go. I'll say yes to having a play with them and see whether I can, you know, play with my Zendoodle books as well at the same time. And it was interesting because I literally said yes to that, and then the next day, I'm sure the internet is listening, because I went on YouTube and there was a woman that I followed for years. I think her name's Campbell. I'll link her video, I'll link her channel down below. And she was doing a Zentangle video where she was Zentangling and she was painting. And I was like, oh, look at that. It's almost like Zentangle has come back round and I didn't even realise it. Anyway, I don't even know where to start with these. I think where I'll start with these is I'll have a play with these pens first of all. And I will see the different thicknesses, because there's 12 pens in here. And they're from 0.5 to 1 millimetre, so half millimetre, 1 millimetre, 2 millimetre, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. So 10 would be 1 millimetre. It looks like a feltish pen. We'll have a proper look in a second. And then there's 20, 30, and a brush. 30 I'm interested in seeing. So let's put these books away. We'll have a look at these in a second. And let us have a look at the pens first of all. Okay, so let's have a look at these pens. If you hear a noise in the background that sounds like a lawnmower, that's because my next door neighbour's lawn mowing his grass. It's actually late afternoon now. I was going to film this video this morning, which is when I usually film my videos, but this morning he was out there cutting tiles and that was even noisier. And so I let him finish cutting his tiles, and while I was doing that, I took the dog for a 3-mile walk. And then I've been making some covers for our motorhome, for the seat covers and cushion covers, using my sewing machine. And I've also made the dog's a coat a bit smaller. So I've had some sewing fun this morning. But yeah, he might have stopped. We might have free rein to talk without any noise in the background. Cheers. Right, let's have a look at these pens. So, conforms to ASTM 4236 and EN71, non-toxic, and it's got a picture of a man recycling it, but I very much doubt that means every. Oh, they're number 1. They're pet, and they're by Sakura stationery. Kiko. Right, let's have a look. Let us have a look at the pens. So they look like this. They say TwoHands Pigment Liners 0.5. Pigment ink, waterproof. So pigment ink are the same as the Sakura ones, aren't they? They're the famous ones. But this is a 0. Let's bring you down a bit. You're never going to see this from all the way up there. Yep. 0.5 pen. That's really thin. Really needle thin. Okay, that's the thinnest one. And this is 01 pen. Very thin as well. This is 2 02. That's probably the size that I prefer, I think. I like fine, but I don't like too fine. This is the 3. They are nicely labelled, saying 3 there. Oh, and they've got it on the lid. Oh, that's good actually. They've got it on the lid as well, 03. If you're not going to get your lids mixed up, have a look at 04. I am excited for the fatter ones. 04 pen. Ooh, bum 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 bum. What's this next one? 05. 05. Bing, 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 bing. Yes. 06. And then we're going to 8. All of them have looked like this tip with the metal ferrule, and then the tip on in the different thicknesses. It's 8. And then this is, and then this is 1.0, and you can see that one's different. That one looks like a felt tip pen. So 1. Oh, and it feels like a felt tip pen. That feels like a, you know, normal sort of felt tip marker. Next we have 2.0 20. Oh, it's chisel. Look, it's chisel. Did it have a picture of the chisel? Oh, it has. Look, it has. It does show you. It does show you here on the picture. So, bullet tip, chisel tip, brush tip. Oh, this would be nice for... What is this? This is 20. This would be nice for calligraphy, wouldn't it? I can't remember how to do calligraphy. I used to do it. I went to college to do it. Doesn't look like I did it anymore, does it? Nice pens, very black. Right, let's have a look at this one. So this one's going to be an even thicker chisel. This is the 30. I wish I could still do calligraphy. It needs to be... Looks like, and Shakespeare wrote... As if. And then the last one, oh, I've ruined my swatch page, haven't I now? Look, starts off and then just goes, let's have a look at the brush. Oh, that's a nice looking brush, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Didn't expect it to have a ferrule on it. Ooh. It does feel brushy to the extent that it feels a little bit dry. Let's turn over. Oh, it is a bit dry. That's a shame, isn't it? Yeah, it's like that's it's dried out, that one. And it's got some juice going in it, but not at the tip. Now they actually sent me 2 sets. Let's have a look if it's the same in the second set. Yes, they sent me 2 sets. So this is the second set. And this is how they come. They come with a little seal on them. So the other ones did have a seal on them. Okay, let's try the brush in this one as well. Okay, yeah, that one's how it should be. Look. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? I don't know, I'm writing Lulu. There you go. So the brush is better in that one. Ready to go a bit bendy. Alright, so one thing I just wanted to do quickly was, obviously what they're trying to look like a little bit is they're trying to look like these, which are the the Sakura Micron pens. These are micro pigment ink, and they also say waterproof. So this is a 0.5 of that one, and this is a 1 and a 3 and a 5. I don't think I've got the brush one, do I? Are these brush ones? No. So just out of interest, so they're similar. Well, let's get the 5. Let's get the 5, and then we know what we're doing of. So they both say 5 at the top. Sort of similar look, don't they? Okay, so let's try the 5. This is the 5 in the Sakura Micron. So this is the same as this. Yeah, they feel similar. Do that one again. Oh, actually that 5 is thicker. Right. This is the Two Hands. This is the Sakura Micron. I think it does look a little bit thicker. Let's try the really thin one. Let's try the 0.5, which is like a pin. So this is the Two Hands. And this is the Sakura Micron. Yeah, I think the Two Hands ones are just a tad thicker. Even on that one. Let's try the 3. So that was the 5. That was the 0.5, and this is the 3. So this is Micron in a 3, and this is the Two Hands in a 3. They look very similar. It's just that this 5 was thicker, wasn't it? Try that again. So the 5 and the 5. Not much in it, to be fair. We know what we need to try now, don't we? We need to try their waterproofness. That's, because they all say they're waterproof. This is a pen with water in it. Let's make sure there's water flowing out of it, which there is. So you can see. Alright. Ooh. So these pens should both be waterproof. Well, they are both very waterproof. All that you can see there is actually the water soaking through, rather than any ink coming away. Oh, that one, there's a bit then coming away there, I think. No, it's just a paper being wet again. There they are. So let's do a big splodge-o. Let's do a big... Could have used a thicker one. I used 0.5 there. Let's use the brush. Just use the brush that works. Right, so this is 2 hands. And then let's use the Sakura. Pen, water brush pen, water flowing. Okay, I did put a lot of it down, but that don't look waterproof. Just clear that brush off. Oh, but then again, the Sakura one does the same. You know what I'm going to do as well? I'm going to get the 0.3. Right. This as though I'm going to draw something, and then we will colour it in with alcohol markers and water-based markers, and we will see. I'm doing a thicker line so that we can see that if the alcohol markers cause the ink. So this is the Sakura. Okay, and then we'll do that again with the 0.3. That's 5. Did I always have the 3 out? Yeah. Do the same thing. I've no idea why I'm drawing this very specific shape. The reason why I'm thickening up the lines is to make sure that when we go over it with our colouring media, that if we touch the edge, right, leave them to dry for a minute. So this one was 2 hands, and this one was Sakura. I wanted to thicken that line up a bit as well. Alright, I'm going to go and get some... It'll be very thickened up. Right, go and get some alcohol markers, go and get some water-based markers, and then we will colour in these squares and see what happens. Okay, I am back. I have a Joy Wish yellow alcohol marker, and I am getting an Arteezer Twee marker. They look like these. These came out top in my which pens work best in double-sided colouring book. Well, one of the top 3. You'll have to go and watch it. I'll link it up there. Okay, so it's been a minute. Let's have another swig of tea. Let's have a look how this works then. So, Sakura alcohol markers. Let's bring it down nice and low so you can see what happens. And that's, I'm not deliberately going to go over the edge, but the nature of alcohol markers is so. That's a Sakura one. You can see that it has, I think if I'd have gone over the edge a little bit more, just try and get this actually in focus. Yeah, I think if I'd have gone actually over the edge a little bit more, it would have actually really bled Let's do this one. That actually looks better. Okay, so if you go right over and start pulling, you do get some. Let's just clean that off. Do the same on the Sakura, which you get the same on the Sakura. Actually, it is a lot worse on the Sakura. It looks a bit not quite as bad on there, does it? When I went in the colouring in the middle, I even went over that little line and nothing really came off. That's actually quite impressive for a non-branded version of the pens. Right, let's do the same with the water-based. This is lemon yellow. You're going to use the brush tip. Oh. Okay. 100% pulled the colour away on these waterproof pigment ink for waterproof and fade proof fine lines. Okay, so that was the Sakura. This is Two Hands. It still does it, but not as much. I've got to give it to him. That didn't do it as much, did it? So it does pull it out. But I think the Sakura are worse. I was not expecting that. Oh, I'll give it to him then. Right, anyway, that's enough playing. Let's see if I can do some Zentangling, Zend whatever. I'll tell you something, one of the reasons that I do like making sure that the pens work okay with colouring is I add lines quite a lot to my colouring, and these are useful for that. Right, let's pick one of these to play with for a little bit. Let's find one that I'm going to be able to do that's not too scary looking. So that is the Zentangle source book. This is a 6-week course in creative drawing. That looks a little bit intense. I want one where it's sort of like step by step, showing me one of the tangles. So look at this. I thought these did. Okay, twiggy steps. Let's find one. I want to find an easy one. It's got different colours in it. Oh, the different colours is the next line. Okay. It's called Itch Steps. Oh, this one looks good. Jute. Look at that. Oh, let's see if I can do that. Right. What do I need? Just a notepad. Don't need anything special. Seems that way. Let's get the notepad back out. Let's bring you back down. Let's bring me a little card here, so I can see what I'm doing of. Right. Now I think the red is the step that you're currently doing. So, am I supposed to draw some little squares first of all? Maybe I should. Let's get a ruler and... Am I? Are you supposed to draw little squares? No. Maybe. If I do it wrong, oops. Right, so we do... Oh, what one am I using? 0.3. What do they recommend? Just no special tools needed. I'm just reading this little leaflet that comes with it. So 0.3, is that what? No, actually I'm going to use a 0. Yeah, I'll use the 0.3. Right, here we go. For the second time. So zig, zag, zig, zag. Straight underneath. Zig, zag, zig, zag. Zig, zag, zig, zag. And then what are they doing there? They're drawing a line there, line there, and a line there. And what are they doing there? A line there, a line there, a line there, a line there, just like a driveway. Does that go there like that? Is that one there? Yeah. Not closing off all the boxes. And then that across, that across, that across, that across, that across, and then down, 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 down. And then these are shaded. How do you shade them? Do you use the black or do you use the grey? Why didn't you go through them steps there and then it just goes, yeah, and there you go, shaded. How did that get to that? That probably wasn't the best example, was it? Let's find another one that hasn't got shading in it. They've all got shading in it. That one hasn't. Don't like that one though. Oh, that one looks feasible because it's only got deep shading in it. Alright, let's try this one. So, circles. Circles. Half a circle. Half a circle. Then wave up. Wave down. Wave up. Okay. See, it doesn't have to be half a circle, does it? And then wave up. I have no idea. I'm rubbish at these. And then you're thickening these lines up. And thickening these lines up. And thickening. Thickening and thickening. It's quite therapeutic. I can feel quite relaxed doing it. What is this one called? Chakra steps. I could probably concentrate a little bit better on making them a bit neater, couldn't I? The pens are good. No two ways about it. Let's find that one you need checks with. Oh. Let's do this one. Let's do one more. So, should I try a different thickness of pen? Should I go to me 5? Not my 0.5, that's a little bit too thin. 0.5 is good. So, you do a up and curly. Oh, I prefer the thicker one. And then an up and curly, then you join them up with a V, and then you do a curly coming out of there, and then a curly coming out of there, and a curly there, and a curly there. Then you basically fill all of those bits in. So it's called Twiggy Steps. That V could have been better, couldn't it? And you colour that in as well. Let's use the brush to colour that in. Let's use the brush that works to colour that in. Oh, that's quite nice. I wonder if you'd have done this whole one with the brush, it would have been quite nice actually, because it would have been all sort of flowy, wouldn't it? I'm not the best at this, am I? Oh dear. Let's try that one more time. Well, I think my Zentangling needs a bit of practice before I can do ones that I can colour in. But the good thing is that these pens that I have been sent by Two Hands, thank you very much, do seem like decent pens to at least do this with. Let's try and colour that. Colour that in. Oops, not with that end, I don't want to. I can see me getting into this. Especially with colouring them in after somehow. It is nice that the alcohol markers don't cause them to blend out too much. What do you think? What do you think, people of the internet? Do you think that I'll get into doing zen doodling or not? Anyway, I'll link everything that I've shown here down below, so all the books that I've got here, and obviously the pens. And the good thing is the lovely people at Two Hands have given a discount code for people, my subscribers, people watching this video. So there'll be a details of the discount code listed down below. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching and take care. Alright then, bye!